Hi everyone. I'm making this video for you on Saturday afternoon because on Sunday morning I'm flying to Las Vegas for a week for the convention Vegas Paint, and so I'm making you this video and then I'm going to set it up to release on Monday morning. But I have a swap to do on with my art group, my chapter, my SDP, Society of Decorative Painters chapter. An egg swap, and that's coming up right after I get back. So I decided to do it today and share this with you on my video. So this is what I've done so far. I started out with a wooden egg. It's solid wood. And I used Americana Decoupage matte medium. Decoupage medium in the matte finish. And this is a little bit labor intensive, so I don't know that I would do it again, but I used like 4 or 5 different of my Tim Holtz tapes, the tissue tapes. Used a bunch of those. If I do this again, this is good to use up your tapes if you don't use them for anything else, but if I do it again, I would use his tissue paper and then just tear small pieces, because the hard part about this, the labor intensive part, was trying to fit the tape's cut edges around this the round surface, and see how it sticks up a lot. So it was really hard to, like, I would put, so you put the decoupage medium on first, put your material down, your tissue down, and then you paint over top of it. So the hard part was getting it smooth and getting all the wrinkles out, and you can see I have a lot of wrinkles in there, so it's not real smooth. I put several coats of the decoupage medium over top of it, and I'm trying to see if I have my sander close by. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna maybe do a little bit of sanding on it to smooth things out a little bit. Just to smooth over those rough edges, because I'd like it to be as smooth as possible. So that seems to be working okay. It's not silky smooth, but it's better. Okay, so let's get a few of these edges off. Okay. So that's a little better. And then maybe go over it again with the decoupage. So let's see. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay, let's do that then. I'm going to put, I've got a paper palette here, wax palette, paper palette right next to me, and I'm going to pour out a little bit on that. It's easier to tear this page off and throw it away than it is to clean my craft mat. Okay, so I'm going to get my paintbrush that I was using. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put one last coat over top of here. It's messy. You're going to get it on your fingers, and then you get to peel it off. Okay, and I'm going to get my heat gun out and dry it. You can fast forward through this part of the video if you don't want to just sit here and watch paint dry literally. The secret to the heat gun is not to get it too close. Don't make it bubble. but also don't wave it around like this. That all that does is misdirect your heat and makes it take longer. It's a little sticky when it's warm. Okay, so I'm just going to let this cool off a little bit. I'm pushing in on it all over the place, kind of rolling it smooth so that the few places that have kind of pulled up a little bit or bubbled up a little bit, I can just kind of smash those back down into or onto this wooden egg. And now I've got, oh yeah, a much, much smoother surface. So this heating it up and pushing in while it's still warm is what has really done it for me as far as smoothness. It's not silky smooth, but it's very smooth, especially after all of the wrinkles and places where the edges of the tape stick up when you're putting it on. So I would say that's the secret, is put your heat gun on it, heat it up, dry it, and while it's still very warm and pliable, just push that down, roll it between your hands, and get that tight grip and that smoothness that you're looking for. Alright, there's my smooth egg. Fantastic. Okay, so now I want to color it. So I'm going to put it over here to the side. And I'm using Distress Stains, and I'm using Shaded Lilac, and Worn Lipstick, and Squeezed Lemon, and the new one, Cracked Pistachio. Okay, so I'm going to put some of it out on my craft sheet. I don't want to mix these colors together because I don't want mud. If I put the Squeezed Lemon and the Shaded Lilac together, they will turn brown because those are complementary colors. The red and the green will, or the pink and the green, because it is a red-based color, will also make brown. Complementary colors, when they're mixed together, make brown. So I got that out there. Now I'm just going to kind of roll my egg around in these colors. Get that stain on it. I'm letting it drip. I'm doing one color at a time. In pretty much a small area, but like I said, I'm letting it drip. So here comes the heat gun again. Watch your fingers, it does get hot. The reason I am drying in between applications is because I don't want these colors to run together. So let's go to the pink next to that. Roll that around in it. And I'm going to push it around a little bit. And my heat gun again. The drier this worn lipstick stain gets, the lighter it gets. So it looked red going on, but I'm getting some pink now. Okay, going on around, going to the yellow now. And it's okay to have it next to my purple because my purple is dry. And it's not going to mix together and it's not going to have mud. So, let's dry. Okay, do what we did before. It's really hot and it's bubbled up a little bit, so I'm just using my hands to roll it and keep it down. This also helps to spread these colors around and make them pastel so that it's not deeply colored, which is the look I want. I want it to be pastel. So now here comes our cracked pistachio, one of the newest colors. And I'm going to put it all around as well. And once again, I'm going to dry. I just kind of wiped that up with my towel, but you know, you could drag a tag or an ATC form or something through it and not waste it. Okay, so about this time you're thinking, well, that's nice and all. It's, you know, we got a multicolored, very busy egg that's got, you know, a lot of graphics and things on it, a little bit of pastel color, but it doesn't really, you know, look great. Although if you had, you know, several of them in a basket, you know, they would look kind of cool. I think I would like that, but I'm not finished. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take holographic embossing powder. It's by Ranger. And I got my coffee filter out here. And I do have the tiny Distress embossing ink, but actually my favorite to use is Versamark. And guess what? Versamark has a little one too. Has a mini. So that's what I'm using. And I'm going to open up my embossing powder. Pull this out of the way. And I'm going to start. Oh, that doesn't want to stay down. Okay, there we go. I'm going to start by pouncing around the top half of my egg. I'm going to do this a half at a time. Get that embossing ink on there. Get it on there really well, really good. Try not to leave any open parts. Okay, now I'm going to pour on the holographic embossing powder. Make sure I get it all the way around. Tap it off. I'm going to pull this out of the way so I don't blow it all over the place. And here comes our heat gun once again.